This is our category analysis project for Global Supply Chain Management 350. I'm Hallie.
I'm Tyler.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Kylie.
So when we first were going about this project, we wanted to look at the total spend. So the one that really caught our eye was the building facility one at 21.5%. But we came to the conclusion that it's tough to cut any money there because its spend's going to vary from year to year, and a lot of it's important stuff, and it's stuff that we had planned out for years in the past. Another one was with the financial and insurance. That one is kind of the same deal. You don't want to cut any of the financial aid or the insurance. And then the one we were looking at before we chose the one that we went with was the travel and food and lodging. That one has a lot of worthless spend per se, because a lot of the food was like $50 to different fast food places. And those are tough to cut any money from, and it's not marginal. So we decided to go against that. Another one was with the non-sourceable at 5.2%, but it was the same deal. And then we saw information technology at 2.9%, and we figured that that was probably the best go to save good money and not be cutting anything out that would be too important.
So WVU spends a total of $5,466,312.96 on information technology each year. And this comes to about 3% of their total spending. So we decided to break down the total cost down by grouping hardware, software, and telecom separately.
When you look at the $5.4 million on information technology, to see that it's only 3% of WVU's total spend, it really shows how much money West Virginia spends. But at the same time, it's a big amount of money. I mean, $5.4 million is only 3%. So we knew we were going to be able to save some money here.
And then as you look at this chart, you can see that we spend more on hardware and software for information technology than telecom. So we knew that we could save a lot more money with hardware and software.
So this is a look at the hardware pie chart. You can see that Dell and Apple are a very large percent of the total spend for hardware. And then there are some on here that are less than 1%, and some are even left out from this because the number was so small, it wasn't even able to fit onto the pie chart. For example, like B&H Photo is at 0.0%, but it made it on. So it was a very small amount. So we went to look at Dell and Apple to see if we could save any money there. Go to the next one.
Okay, so WVU spends $3,428,709 on hardware. We spend that with 19 different suppliers, and we found out that we buy a lot of desktop computers from a lot of companies. So we thought we could eliminate some, which are Zurcher Technologies, LLC, Stoleding Company, Staples Business Advantage, Imeco, Dell International, and Colfax International. By doing that, WVU will save around $45,000. And then also, if we would stop buying desktop computers from Best Buy, we would save around $103,000, and instead buy computer accessories through Dell in hopes of saving 15%, which would be $15,527. And that's a total of $60,850.
The deal that we were thinking with cutting Best Buy and adding Dell was that Dell would give us a better deal because we're spending more money with them, which all in all makes us a better customer for Dell. This is a look at the software pie chart. The first thing that caught our eye was Lerasys at 34%. So that was the first place we went to see if we could save any money. And looking through the other ones, cutting out different medical expenses, the Blackboard or Seaboard, it's tough to cut anything from those because they're all super important. So we wanted to try to stay away from that.
So WVU spends a total of $654,247.85 on Lerasis, which is a non-profit organization that supports libraries and culture heritage organizations. So if we would cut 20% from that total, we would save $130,000 that could be used to support other IT products.
So WVU spends a total of $135,356.39 on telecommunications each year. As of right now, there's a little bit of a saving opportunity with CDW Direct, which is the only company that WVU buys from under telecom. And possibly in the future, we think that a negotiation should be made to discount the total price.
We just decided to stay away from cutting any money from telecom because it is a super important thing. A lot of it deals with cybersecurity, and you do not want something to go wrong with the university because you're trying to save some money. There's a lot more angry people than there are happy people by saving money through the telecommunications.
So to conclude, WVU will save a total of $191,700.15, and we can use this money towards other IT necessities.
The two pie charts we have on the right show what the updated charts would look like for software and hardware after we did the different money cutting and whatnot. As you can see, Lerasis under software is at 29.2% now instead of 34%. And then down in hardware, Dell is up to 37% since we are spending more money with them now, and we cut out Best Buy.